Yeah, it's time for a beer. Friday night, watching Irish Cast. I've just turned the sound down because I'm having my beer and I've picked out a nice special one to start the evening with. The weekend starts here. Now this is not a Hook Norton brewery. It's a brew from ABDIJ, whatever it is. All I've got is a squiggle on the lid, and you know who does the squiggles. Yes, that great brewer, Mr. Hanworth Homebrew himself, Darren, who I had the pleasure of meeting for the first time this weekend, well, last weekend. We come down to do his beer spot for the Smash. So without further ado, we have the Chalice of Doom. Let's give this bad boy. This is a year old, getting on plus a year old I think. I think he said it was nearly a year old. Now I know brew from ABDIJ, it's like an Abbey Ale. You need to leave it a good year, 9 months to a year they reckon. Nice hiss, not much smokage. Wow. Definitely get some malt straight off the aroma. Okay, go for the pour. Yeah. Wow. Straight away there's some life in that one. Now I always kickstart my pour quite vigorous and then drop it down. So I get a nice head on mine. That's tight bubbles. They are really nice. I shouldn't have done that with that one. This is a really nice tight head. Oh, that's a nice creamy head that is. I want to squeeze it all in. The yeast is caked really well. I've had this for months. This was actually in the Zippy A package. So that's September, so it's been cellared September in my place. And there we go. That is a nice creamy head. I mean creamy, nice tight bubbles. Any smoother and tighter it'd be a stout head. Right. Oh, you're getting the malts. You are getting some malt, definitely. You're getting a slight hint like a barley wine. I don't know how strong this is, but I know it's like an Abbey Ale, strong Abbey Ale, Belgian Abbey Ale. But there is a slight sweetness to it as well. Yeah, it's got a little bit of dark fruitiness to it. Not a particular thing, it's not like raisins or currants or those type of, it's just maybe a little bit of plum or prune, you know, just a hint of it, you know. Wow, wow. Let's dive in. That, wow. You get, it's smooth. That is so smooth. Really good mouthfeel on this. I think it's not overly carbonated, you know, it's not, you know, it's quite on the low end of a carbonation I suppose, but the mouthfeel is really good. There's that little taste like you get with a barley wine, the alcohol, but it's not raw, it's not harsh, it's softened. It's making my mouth saliva when I'm, you know, trying to talk afterwards. Yeah, there's a hint of dryness right on the back end, but only a hint. Wow, this really is something nice. Not as good as this stout, I'll give them that. But it's a kit beer. There's no kit aftertaste. I think probably aged. There it is, that barley wine taste, and then you get this slightly dark sweetness come through on the flavour. And then right at the back, you can taste the roasted. Yeah, it's just coming into the back of the cheeks now. Not as pronounced as a stout, but there is some like roasted notes to it, some barley. It's got that burnt toffee flavour. So it's like a real, you know, it's probably got a roast barley, or you know, they use a barley extract in their kit. Hint of chocolate. Carbonated a little bit. And then right at the end you get the dryness is not the dryness of the alcohol drink, it's the dryness of roast barley. It just takes away on your cheeks and you can feel it. And I'm getting more of the chocolate now. This is set at 12 degrees, 10-12 degrees. It's in my little cellar cupboard I've got here in the house now. Now I'm picking out more notes. Some coffee first. Then a hint of coffee, then the chocolate, and then the roast barley. And then right up front you get the malt sweetness, that taste of malt. And at the back end, the dryness of the roast barley. That's a kit beer, I'll tell you what, he's done that well. I've had an ABDIJ before, and it wasn't as good as that. And it wasn't aged properly, I don't think. Like I said, this is the art, and it is so smooth. Yeah. That's a really nice kit beer, that's a really nice brew. If you do a brew firm kit, I know that the raspberry, the Framboise, and the creek, whatever it's called, which I had before, but this is, you're supposed to keep. This is a type of beer you brew and forget about it, and then you go back to it a year later. They reckon 9 months to a year, it's just starting to hit its peak, and because it takes so long to hit it, it's going to last a little longer. It plateaus out and it'll last like a good mead, a good wine. It'll peak at a certain point and then it'll tail off. This is not one to rush from fermenter to bottle to your belly. Oh. Well, Darren, you've done well, mate. It don't taste like a kit beer. Coffee, sweetness of the malt, bit of coffee, bit of chocolate. That chocolate, I say, it's not chocolate, it's the aftertaste you get, the bittering of a dark chocolate. And then that little dryness at the back of the cheeks, that's the roast barley. Yeah, you can tell it's got those in there. Really smooth. What a way to kick a weekend off. Cheers, Darren, and here to the next beer review. Cheers, have a cracking weekend. If you've got Sunday, it's supposed to be really good in the UK. I think I'll be brewing.